RBE was still going about 5 more times by himself. And,
That's awesome.
And his freaking hair was like all over the place, and they just hit the deck. It was pretty funny. I got to give him that. He was pretty entertaining.
Almost a Ric Flair cell there.
Yeah. He didn't do the whole stop, look around and plop on his face kind of flop. He didn't pull the LeBron James flop. No.
I'm still gonna say that the Ric Flair's flops, his bumps are the most hilarious bumps I've ever seen in wrestling.
The most hilarious YouTube video I have seen, JT and I found it. Just look for Ric Flair and LeBron James flops, and they put them side by side. They're hilarious.
Oh my god! I need to look at that because anybody who knows me knows I hate LeBron James.
Oh my god, they're hilarious. We had Scumbag Nation, Logan Black and Rude Boy Riley.
One of my other favorite tag teams.
Yeah, they took on and defeated Vinny Pacifico and Mikey Pacifica. Not to be confused with each other, of course. But, yes, it was the Scumbag Nation, victorious and pretty dominant in that match, I might add. Let's see, King Tech, he took on and defeated Joey Adams in a really good match. King Tech was very aggressive in this match, and he did a really good job. Arcadia, UWA Hall of Famer, he took on Sonny Kiss, the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstar's favorite wrestler, Sonny Kiss.
He really is a great wrestler.
Awesome, funny, but push comes to shove, a very good wrestler. But it was a Hall of Famer.
A lot of people really rag on him for I saw a lot of big things on Facebook where a lot of people really just just straight bigotry.
Yeah.
Like really getting on him. And I didn't type anything for once.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of people just really like stand up for Sonny Kiss and really bash these people who were coming at him. And you know what? Try and go out, all these freaking keyboard warriors and armchair quarterbacks. Go out there and try and do what he does. He's a freaking great wrestler and a great person.
Or the podcast that broadcasts from Mommy's basement that they're all 400 pounds and have no idea what wrestling's about other than what they see on TV. They don't they don't interact with anybody other than the shows they go to. So it's one thing to critique; it's another thing to bash. We won't
and not even bash the style of wrestling or bash what they do in the ring, but bash the person themselves on who they are outside of the ring. I mean, it's disgusting to me.
I agree, and we should not entertain it anymore.
Nope.
But it was the Hall of Famer Arcadia defeating Sonny Kiss, and it was the Protein Pack. Oh boy, I wonder if that was inspired by Robbie E. The Protein Pack defeating the Los Luchadors to become the Trios champions, and once again, my table became a focal point of a match as two of the Luchadors went flying out the door right next to my table, and then were locked out, setting up a 3-on-1, and eventually it was the Protein Pack defeating the Luchadors for the championship. I had to reopen the door and let them in, but by the time they got in, the count of 3 was just coming down, and they lost the titles. So the Protein Pack, new UWA Elite Trios champions. Let's see. It was Drake Chambers taking on the I-Champion, Sean Damage McNellis, and it was
copyright infringement.
That's right, and Karma came into play because Drake Chambers defeated McNellis and became the UWE Elite I-Champion. So, Damage McNellis no longer champion. So, 2 title changes on 2 straight matches. Nice. And then when they were advertising this, I was a little confused, but it was the Golden Ticket ladder match, and me being the fat ass, I'm like, wow. They're having a match for a right to go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I was all excited. Yeah. But it wasn't that. It was basically like a Money in the Bank contract.
Very nice.
Okay, and that gave them the right to any title. They had a right to any title.
I like that twist.
it was Brandon the Bull winning the Golden Ticket ladder match. That would come into play later on, I might add. Yes, it would. Kyle the Beast took on the One Ace Jack, and he destroyed the One Ace Jack with a bro. I can't even explain what he did to end this match. I'm going to, but it's not going to give it. It's just not going to warrant the jaw-dropping experience of watching it. He suplexed him from the second turnbuckle like a superplex.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them landed. He rolled, still holding on to One Ace Jack, rolled into a deadlift vertical suplex jackknife.
So straight power,
ridiculous,
nonstop.
Ridiculous. Needless to say, Kyle the Beast was victorious, but
yeah,
I was ridiculous. And Joe Bellini, I know you'll be listening, either now or later after your Bills lose. Okay, you're missing the boat, my friend. The boat is getting away. I don't even know if you could swim at it at this point. You got two boys, Rude Boy Riley and Logan Black, who were there watching that, okay, have seen this kid get better and better, and his body get stronger and stronger, his character become awesome. You are missing the boat. You gave him that one shot. He impressed everybody, including you, admittedly so, and the fact that you're not getting him on your show on a monthly basis is a crime.
Yeah.
You gotta get him on your show. This kid is ridiculous. Kyle the Beast is an unbelievable.
You put him in the ring with some of those every month guys like Logan Black or put him in there with Rude Boy Riley or have him against Chris Steeler, dude.
Anybody, Darius Carter.
Darius Carter. Yeah.
I mean, you just missed the boat with this guy.
I'd love to see Darius Carter sell against.
I mean, not to mention, he's also he's part half of the GCW tag team champions with Steve Monster Mack. So that tells you on what line this guy is, because Monster Mack, if we had a local Hall of Fame, he's in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, moving on. The tag team champions, 470 days. The Rogues, Jeff Cannonball and Brandon Kirk, took on the heavy hitters, Steve Monster Mack and Low Life Louie. And the Rogues, the Rogues were victorious. But, and when I say but, as I'm coughing, but the Rogues did what they shouldn't have done, was get on the mic and brag about how they're now the tag team champions for 470 days, and how this was the last show of the year. There wasn't going to be another show until February, and they were going to have the belts for like 500 and something days, and blah, 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 blah. And instead of just getting out of the ring and getting out of Dodge, they kept talking. And Brandon the Bull came running down with his golden ticket, and tag team partner John Rome cashed in and defeated the Rogues to become new tag team champions.
Wow. Nice little twist there.
Nice little twist, but how about the unselfish cash-in?
Yeah.
He could have went after the I Championship. He could have went after the Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
But instead, he goes after the Tag Team Champion, bringing his partner with him in a very selfless act of cashing in a contract.
But here's a twist, though. Does that necessarily should that count? His partner didn't hold the same thing as he does. Shouldn't it just be him?
It doesn't matter. He was in the match. He got the pinfall. So, it's like he's the tag team champions, but he has a partner. So here's your belt.
All right, good point. No, I just want to be devil's advocate there for a second.
But
me.
It was interesting, but it was fun. It was definitely shocking. And then the main event saw the champion Hedges take on Bose in a 3 stages of Hell's match, and this was for the UWA Elite Championship. Fall 1 was a Falls Count Anywhere. Fall 2 was a table match, And Fall 3 was a last man standing match.
Wow.
Yes. Fall number 1 went to Bose as he got the fall. Fall number 2, the tables match, went to Hedges as he kind of a modified spear of Bose through the table on the outside of the ring. And in fall number 3, Bose was not able to answer the 10 count. Hedges was victorious and retained the UWA Elite Championship and heads into 2016 as champ. So I'm sure this is not over.
Definitely
one
not.
note I do want to say was during that golden ticket ladder match, absolute insanity was occurring with just ladders everywhere, bodies everywhere. The Kentucky Bred brought a old school wooden ladder to the ring. And, and this wound up getting put into play as it was laid across 2 chairs. And
oh god, that's
Corey Dillinger, who is about maybe 6'1", about 300 pounds. Him and one of the guys from Kentucky Bred, they went crashing back from the second to last step of the metal ladder, falling backwards through the wooden ladder, snapping it in half.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a fun thing. And a note from the championship match in that Falls Count Anywhere, thumbtacks were used in the last fall. The ending wound up being Bose was face planted into the pile of thumbtacks, and that's the 10 count he did not respond to. And
I wouldn't respond to a 20 count. I might still be laying down.
He tried. He sat up, but he just couldn't get to his feet. And you got to give him credit for that much. But he couldn't get up in time, and
I'm sorry,
that is it.
Anything that involves thumbtacks, I'm kind of like, you're crazy.
I was hoping it were Legos. Legos hurt, bro. You ever step on a Lego?
Oh, hell yeah, I have.
Yeah, well, try being body slammed on like 30 of them. Yeah. Exactly.
Good point.
So, yes, that was Last Breath, UWA Elite's last show of 2015. Their next show is in February of 2016 coming up. And, of course, they'll have another one on March 5th, the same day as Big Event. We'll get more on that as more material and news roll in. But I gave this show a 6.5 out of 10. The reason why maybe not higher is kind of the fan response wasn't there the first half of the show, but after intermission they were all into it. They were super into it. So
was it a packed house? How many people were there?
I don't even know, bro, but it was standing room only. I mean, it's not the biggest venue in the world. It's part of a church. It's part of a church.
Okay.
You know, it's not the biggest venue in the world, but I've gone to shows where they didn't sell jack. You know, you could have put another 25, 30, 40, 50 people in there, but yeah, you couldn't put anybody left in there. It was okay.
All right, that's good for them then.
No, they're doing good, and I have to say that the partnership with the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore is doing very well for them, and you know, they're bringing in a different kind of crowd. They're bringing in different wrestlers, you know, like Sonny Kiss, you know, and like Scumbag Nation. So there was even a Juba appearance. He was there hanging out. He was hanging out. So some Warriors of Wrestling wrestlers were there representing, and you
know why? Because Funkenstein Superstore, they're always at those WOW shows. They're able to scout talent, and they're able to they're able to help expand independent wrestling in the Jersey area because they're at so many different events. And now that they are partial owners with UWA Elite, they can really use their knowledge of independent wrestling in the Jersey, New York area and bring that to UWA Elite.
I agree there. We want to thank Colin West for sending us those results. The voice of UWA Elite. Also, the new voice is Eric Corvus, who is now his
Ooh.
co-host on the
Nice.
on